pleasure. Hey.
Didn't I already heal with the Spring Maiden? You know what, 100 Maka's like, whatever. I'll do it again. That was great. Trick is not to chew it too much. I don't like chewy foods. I actually hate when my food and candy are chewy. That's why I don't eat candy much. Unless it's like a Hershey bar or Reese's peanut butter cup. Chewy things, not for me.
This is the Shinjuku terminal. Activating transport mode.
I want to see how easy this delivery quest is to get done. We apparently just need to go...
I'm beat. Let's call it a night.
Okay, but can I do this delivery quest first? That would be nice. So, for this request... you get 3 oil solutions. Process fibers from the shelter south of Kinchicho. Any other requests we can do? National diet build. This will happen as it happens. Alright. This one. Best bet is going to Tosho Department Store in Shimokitazawa, south of Shinjuku. Flying sparks. I guess I'll grab more relics while I'm here. See if I can find these oil solutions. What do you think of the divine powers so far?
I can do it too.
I mean, they seem fine. I'll be real with you. The story in the game, like, I feel like, you know, it's still really early in, but I don't really think anything highly of the story yet. I actually think SMT4 Apocalypse so far is like pretty slow in the story front. It's finally getting to like, oh, it finally feels like it's about to get started, but I don't really have any opinions of like, oh, this is really cool, or I'm not really thinking like this is bad, or I'm not excited for this. I feel like the game has barely gotten started. It's kind of getting started now, but I feel like before today's stream especially, nothing was really, it wasn't really, you know, going anywhere. It's at least getting interesting now, though, with the whole divine powers thing. So they're actually, like, working on establishing a goal, which is nice, because before it was, like, still in tutorial, prologue, setup land. You guys resist ice. I don't know, they seem cool, though, I guess. But I don't really have a high opinion of them. I don't really have an opinion. Kind of just neutral. Done. An elevator here. Which floor will you go to? Probably B1F. Oh, this is the shelter. Okay, we can get the oil. I remember this place from SMT4. I think this place was... This looks familiar. I think this was an SMT4. Oh, the oil solution is here.
Entering.
Oh, we got a terminal. Awesome. So we can go all the way back to Kinchicho when we're done.
This is the Toyosu terminal.
Yeah, whatever. These are all relics, though. Okay, oil solution. This is exactly what I need. Oh, this will get me a level up at the very least. Or maybe not a level up, but a lot of experience. We got everything they asked for. If we're going to deliver it, let's get on with it. Alright, cool. I mean, there's a terminal right over here. So that was really easy to do.
This is the Toyosu terminal.
Just move on with the story. I'm not too worried about side questing now. I mean, there's not really much side questing to be done. My helmet looks so funny, but... I mean, yeah, it just looks hilarious. Kind of stupid, but funny at the same time. Because it just does not fit with my character at all. Okay, before we do that, let's report this.
Hey, it's you.
Anyway, SMT4 Apocalypse is definitely on the slower side. With its story and lore so far. SMT4, I feel like it was kind of the opposite, but not really. I feel like in SMT4 took a while for things to happen, but I think SMT4, despite having a pretty slow start, still did a pretty good job at like not being boring, I guess. I mean, I wouldn't say this game is boring with its story set up so far, but like, you know. I think SMT4, while it was also kind of slow to get to its main story beats, I think it was at least better at stuff was happening, and it was still a little better at making stuff happen pretty soon, I guess. Basically, I think Apocalypse is on the slower side compared to SMT4, or just SMT in general. But, you know, slow starts can eventually turn into good stories, you know? So, we'll see which approach Apocalypse takes. Ba-bum. I will go to sleep.
Going to bed? Guess I'll head to my room then. Good night, Nanashi.
Asahi waves slightly and leaves. When you lie in bed and close your eyes, exhaustion fills your body. What the heck? There's a calendar system in this game?
Come on. Get up, Nanashi.
Alright, so we're on January 8th.
You awake? Dad says they're holding an emergency video broadcast. Let's get to the association.
I was not expecting... I mean, it's a chapter system by any other name, but I was not expecting... like a little transition, like, oh, 1/8 moon.
Dug up Nanashi, Dad.
For the last time, I'm boss at work. Starting to sound like a broken record. Can you get it through her head, Nanashi?
I honestly think she's doing it on purpose, to be real with you. Or maybe she really is that stupid, but I don't know.
Enough already, Dad. Jeez.
Hold up. Briefing's about to begin.
You look at the monitor. As you do, you catch Asahi's dad shaking his head in exasperation.
Good morning. This is Fujiwara. This is a critical moment for us. Tokyo is torn between Lucifer, Merkaba, and the Divine Powers. Right now, they're all biding their time, waiting for a moment of weakness. Someone's going to blink, and when that happens, the results will be devastating.
You don't know it, but I'm blinking right now.
Our top priority during all of this is to rescue Flynn as quickly as possible. Therefore, we've agreed to hold a conference with the angels and demons.
What's gonna happen now?
Yo, Walter, Jonathan.
Miss Isabeau! She looks like a pro even in a place like that. So cool.
Keep in mind, right now, we speak for all that's left of humanity. The Ashurakai and the Ring of Gaia are currently out of commission and unable to participate. So it's up to the hunters to take responsibility for whatever is agreed on here.
You're wasting our time. Get on with it.
Temper, temper, Demon King.
Ah, yes, the serious-looking boy. Like we don't know who these characters are.
I believe introductions are in order, are they not?
The boy waits for Fujiwara to speak.
I think Isabeau is in the best position to introduce you two.
I am Isabeau, and along with Flynn, I served as a samurai of the Eastern Kingdom of Mikado. However, when we arrived in Tokyo, we weren't alone. These men were formerly samurai, just like Flynn. Their names were Walter and Jonathan.
Were.
One chose to side with demons, and the other angels. They perished to become Lucifer and Merkaba.
Wait, those monsters used to fight alongside Flynn?
Is everyone from the ceiling a lunatic?
What?
That's enough, Isabeau. It matters not who we were.
Excuse me, I have a question. You said were Walter and Jonathan. This is still Walter and Jonathan. Are we supposed to call them Lucifer and Merkaba now, even as their samurai forms?
It's true. The humans you once knew are gone.
You're standing right here. I stand corrected. There is one thing I don't like about the story so far, but
I am the Lord's chariot, the Archangel Merkaba. I have no desire to play games. State your terms, demon.
This is one hell of a conference.
You can say that again.
What's the rush, chariot?
Are you gonna become Lucifer? Alright, didn't realize you guys would be... I'm actually pretty happy about this.
I am the Demon Lord Lucifer. You have my sincerest gratitude for agreeing to this meeting.
What is this Lucifer design?
My dear humans, and my nemesis, Merkaba.
I don't think I saw this because I got Law in SMT4. Yeah, I don't like this design all that much, especially comparing it to the other Lucifer.
As you wish, I shall get to the point. I request a ceasefire.
A ceasefire?
Ceasefire? That can't be true.
Is that even possible?
Even Lucifer's getting desperate now.
So that we may direct our attention to the divine powers, no doubt.
Krishna's gathering quite a force of gods and humans under his banner. It is an unfavorable predicament for both of us.
Are you saying this is not the Lucifer in SMT4? Or did I fight this thing as the final boss? Anyway, this idea of like, this idea of the divine powers, Merkaba and Lucifer being here, pretty sick. Has potential to be a pretty cool setup. This is the aforementioned, like, hey, the game is actually getting interesting, somewhat, or has potential. Has potential to get interesting with the premise.
Indeed. We cannot simply ignore the divine powers. Very well. I accept your ceasefire. My terms are this. You shall help us defeat the divine powers. I will dispatch my most elite samurai to Tokyo. Warriors of light, each one chosen in the name of our Lord.
I also don't really like Merkaba's design as well. It's like fine, I guess.
And I will lead the people of Tokyo against the divine powers.
Hold on. Why do we have to work for you?
It's only natural. It was my hand that led the evolution of humanity. It is at my feet they shall serve.
Like hell we will.
Our priority is to rescue Flynn. You can fight them yourselves.
Your service is not up for negotiation. Only a human can kill gods and demons.
What?
When gods and demons meet on the battlefield, the most they can do is seal each other away. Without humans, the war shall never end.
The unclean heretics of Tokyo can accept or kill any god they desire.
Godslayer is the name we bestow upon man, who can kill any being, god or demon. It is for this purpose I granted humanity knowledge and wisdom. Live according to your desires, and you shall gain the power to kill a god. Oh, how I adore humans.
Something the Lord finds loathsome. Every time this occurred, he has wiped out humanity and recreated it. Humans must serve with unwavering faith.
And now you plan on exploiting humanity to eradicate whatever gods are inconvenient to you?
The room is thick with silence.
The divine powers intend to use Flynn as their own Godslayer. People of Tokyo, I command you to take back Flynn. He mustn't be a tool of the divine powers.
If you cannot retrieve him, kill him. Death must come for him eventually.
We're not going to hand over Flynn to the likes of you.
We'll rescue Flynn no matter what. You can't manipulate us anymore.
That's the spirit. Even if you refuse to join us, you'll still be fulfilling my wishes. Go, save Flynn. But first, we must deal with Sheisha. If something isn't done promptly, that monster will wreak havoc on us all.
My samurai shall set out to defeat Sheisha upon their arrival. You unclean ones must do whatever you can to aid them. Think of it as atonement for your sins.
Damn you for toying with us like this!
That's the end of our conference. Everyone will receive their tasks soon. Good luck.
I didn't quite catch all that, especially toward the end there. How about you, Nanashi? Am I the only one who's clueless?
Yes.
Whatever. The important thing is that we'll be getting some new quests soon. I'll just catch up later using the hunter notes on my smartphone.
Kid, Lucifer, Merkaba, and the Divine Powers might be squabbling over Flynn, but I already have my Godslayer. You, side with the humans against the powers. Do as I say, and take them out.
Alright.
Let's see here.
We receive reports of a weapon that may defeat Shisha, a sword called Amano Habakiri is said to be somewhere in a place known as the Fairy Forest. We gotta go back there.
Wants to find some super strong sword called the Ameno Habanero or something. The other one is...
We salvage the supplies needed to construct a Shisha radar. This will let us track the circuit's locations. Kasumi Gaseki's 4th level. I think I remember Kasumi Gaseki from SMT4.
Collecting materials for the Ashurakai. Which should we do first?
Does it matter? Are these the same level or are they different levels? Is there a canon one to do first? I like the setup. The setup's interesting so far. You know, this has potential. I like the idea of the different factions and the divine powers, like their place in the story. Like, on the one hand, I like that they all, like, you know, they're all kind of doing their own thing and sort of, in a way, you know, I like the setup so far. It's neat, I guess. Nothing crazy, but I dig it. What I don't like, and I hope that they change my mind on it later, I don't like how saving Flynn is like the main objective. I do not like that. They can change my mind on it, but I don't like, they do it in a lot of sequel games where like, oh, a character you played as and is shown to be like really strong in the previous game basically gets weaker in the second game because like he's a plot device, he or she is a plot device, and you have to like save them now. I do not like it. Can they change my mind on it? Yeah, but like so far I'm not impressed with that part. Everything else is like pretty neat. I think normal SMT4 Lucifer looked stupid as well. I don't think I like the design in SMT4.
That quest, huh? Alright. Says here the sword's supposed to be in the fairy forest. Looks like we'll get to pay Nozomi a visit.
Oh, lovely. My OG, my homie. My home slice. Alright, goodbye.
I hope we see each other alive again.